Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have a slight conundrum, which I'll explain very quickly. I like to shoot a lot. I like to shoot a lot. I don't like to clean a lot. And I went to clean this bad boy the other day, and I'll be doggone if that comp wasn't stuck right on there, like hard. It did not want to come off. And I pulled, I pried, I used harsh language, but right now, man, the screw's out, man, and it does not want to come out. So I'm gonna have to do something to try and get it off. Now, if you go to the instructions for the Radian Comp, it says that if you get carbon locked, to soak it overnight in hoppies, and then it'll come loose. Well, and look, no hate on hoppies, but I don't love hoppies. I don't have any floating around that's super handy. I talked to one of my friends at Vortec, Trevor, and he said, hey, use some of that stuff, do it for 10 minutes, try it again. Don't leave it on overnight because the anodizing at some point will start to blemish, especially depending on the quality of the anodizing. And, you know, no hit on the guys from Radian. I'm sure this is high quality work. However, I don't want to peel off anything. So I am going to try and hit it with the copper remover and soak it for about 10 minutes in this bad boy right here. I'm going to come up with some way to set this up so it doesn't completely collapse, and then I'll advise back. But that's the plan. Is I'm going to try the copper remover. Got another bottle of it too, just in case. And I'll soak it, pry it, soak it, pry it. Probably do a little bit of tapping while we're at it. So wish me luck, guys. All right, so by my watch, that's 10 minutes of soaking. I'm gonna attempt to just pull it off. And if pulling it off doesn't work, then I'm going to attempt to tap it a few times. And with the Delrin, not the brass, by the way, in case you were wondering. But just a little bit of dry off before I start yanking. And then I'm gonna yank with the old rag here. No, thoughts on the 10-minute soak, was it enough? Let me move that out of the way so I don't spill it. Ooh, all right, 10 doesn't seem to have done it. Ooh, perfect. All right, so 10 minutes to soak, couple taps with the Delrin non-marking side, and it came off. Guys, I was afraid this was gonna be like a frickin' all-day endeavor. Now look, I'm not saying you can't use frickin' hoppies and soak it all night. You could certainly do that. Man, I just didn't want to do that all night long. And you know, no offense to hoppies, man. It's a reasonable gun cleaning solution, man. A lot of people have used it, but there's better out there. I mean, hoppies is decades old at this point. And so now I can clean this thing off fully and completely, as I should have the other day when I was attempting to, and then put it all back together the way it should go. So if you've got a Radian Comp or a similar comp that gets carbon locked, man, this is your jam. Don't leave it on for more than 10 minutes at a shot, guys. Okay, that's the rub, especially if it is anodized, because you will start to remove the anodizing after a while, because it's strong stuff. But man, I've used it in my precision guns, and now I have found yet another use for it. Man, I'm super jazzed. Thank you so much to Trevor. Appreciate you, sir. You guys rock, and I continue to be impressed by your freaking product. Big fan of Vortec. I've been using Vortec stuff for, man, darn close to 5-6 years now. And man, it crushes. It is so good. And non-toxic. This is a little strong. The regular Eliminator is, you can leave it in your barrel forever and ever. It doesn't hurt anything. They've got a shotgun blend that works really good for plasticky stuff. Man, overall, guys, I'm a big fan of the Vortex stuff. So I will leave you here. I'm not going to turn this into an hours-long video, but if you do get a stuck comp, guys, like I said, you can freaking soak all night and do a bunch of crazy stuff, or you can soak it in 10 minutes, give it a couple nice taps with the Delrin, boop, comes right off like Christmas, man. Guys, I'll end this here. If you enjoy this or similar content like this, I'm kind of a gear junkie, but I veer off into other topics. Make sure you do the YouTube thing, subscribe, like, take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
Get 'em, Jay.